you know, this film is the same as all my films. It evolved out of a whole lot of work that went on for months before we shot it, which consists entirely of improvisation and investigation and discussion and research. And gradually we whittle it down to something very precise that we shoot. I mean, there is perhaps in this film a slightly greater percentage of some material in a limited way that is slightly more improvised in the scenes in the car between Eddie and Sally, because of the nature of driving around. There's a very structured scenes, but within that action there are some margins of improvisation, but it's very rare. And actually the scene you mentioned, when Poppy runs into this old guy, this tramp, in this dark, strange place, was a very, very tightly structured and carefully constructed, for me, I hope, poetic scene, and it's not at all an ad-lib or a found object, an objet trouvé. Well, I can only say that this film comes out of a feeling. I can't talk about ideas as such. It's a film that comes out of a... You know, you might think about this film in relation to my film of 15, whatever it was, years ago, Naked, which came out of, in the first place, out of a feeling about things. And in a way, this film is. You can view it alongside Naked, because Naked and Johnny in Naked and Poppy in Happy-Go-Lucky are both idealists, and you see them going through the world and interacting with people. The difference is that obviously Johnny was an idealist who is disappointed and frustrated and is forced in on himself and becomes negative. And Poppy, as we talked about extensively, is plainly the opposite. But even that is me talking about this film retrospectively, now that I've made it. When I started, I had a feeling for a kind of spirit that I wanted to investigate, and through that, something that I intuitively or instinctively wanted to say. And I knew that I wanted to make a film which would, in the first place, involve Sally, and that the plan was to create, having worked with Sally previously on the two previous films, I knew that I wanted to make a film which she was at the centre in the first place, and that I wanted to make a film that tapped into some aspects of what Sally is and can access, which is those positive things and the inventiveness that she'll bring to it. I knew would, and the comic and serious take on life would be something that we could resource for creating the film. So all of that was a sort of feeling that motivated. But beyond that, you know, one starts to think into it in detail and to, you know, invent other counter elements, and it grows from there, really. But it's a kind of, for me, filmmaking is an intuitive journey through which when I discover through making the film what the film is. This is what it is.